split decision win in Italy. You've just flown over now from Italy and you just landed here in Belfast. Here we are in the Devonish Celtic Clash. So what's it been like now the last 24 hours or so for you?
It's been brilliant. You know, it's everything that I wanted after winning a wee belt. You know, I know this is just a ranking belt, but the way the whole show was built up and the way it was in Italy, like Fabio Turci is the champion, and it was like a world title fight. So I feel like I've won a championship. Do you know what I mean? So I'm over the moon, and the feedback's been great, and my profile's through the roof, and everyone wants to be my mate.
Yeah. Did it drive you on? Because like I was looking at the odds yesterday, and I couldn't believe them, the odds that were against you. And you know, you're going over there, and it's almost like it was almost like you were being put in as an opponent, a bit like Sam Egerton a few weeks ago. He was being put in against an Italian champion who had a similar ranking belt, IBF, and he felt like he was being put in there to lose. And did that really drive you on then the night when you were kind of getting that feeling about it?
Not, you know, I didn't pay attention to the bookies or anything. I'm not a gambler, but I was getting messages from everyone, randomers, like the odds, they were huge, like 7-1 I think, and 11, like everyone throwing loads of money on me. But I was just trying to stay in the moment, stay present, and not worry about anything that was going on outside, because I know what my job is and what I have to do. So I didn't want any of them distractions, and there was nothing that could have motivated me more than winning anything outside. The bookies have me as an underdog, or people put money on me. That wasn't going to motivate me any more than what I already was.
Yeah. So going into the fight now, obviously you just recently turned over to Peter Taylor's gym in the Coliseum. What was your game plan going in, and how much has his approach changed yours now going into your fights?
You know, Pete, there wasn't an awful lot of changes to make with me. It was just wee subtle things that Pete done. You know, changing the position of my feet slightly, and where my weight, where I'm holding my weight, you know, put it more on the back foot instead of more on the front foot. Just wee small things like that. And you know, Pete's a boxing genius. Anybody who knows him knows. There's Tony can vouch for it as well. He knows boxing inside out.
A Bose. Just when I thought we could be friends, mate. You know.
But so I'm a boxer who relies heavily on the corner. I listen to what they say. When the corner's shouting during the rounds, I respond to what they say and try and follow the instructions. So Pete's instructions have never let me down throughout this is only our first camp, but during the sparring, anything he told me to do, I done it straight away and it worked. And it was the same on fight night. Anything he shouted in to do, I done it, and it was he guided me through the fight brilliantly. Like.
It's funny, like when you speak like that about Pete, because it seems like all the fighters now that are under him have that kind of similar personality trait, where they're kind of people who are very coachable and they very much depend on listening to their coach and absorbing it. And do you see that in the other ones? Like Luke is very like that. He's very coachable, like, and he's taking everything and he's putting it into his fight game. Would you say that's very much like the characteristics of everyone else around you as well?
To be honest, I've never even thought about it or asked the lads about it. But I think Pete, nobody questions Pete's knowledge. He wouldn't tell you to do something for the sake of it. So if he gives you an instruction, you know it's for the best. So maybe that's why people just follow his orders.
Yeah. So now you're ranked obviously top 15 now, WBC in the Cruiserweight rankings. What is your next step? Because obviously now that was on a matchroom card. Who is there? Someone that you would like to build towards fighting in the next year? Maybe Lawrence Okoli or something like that. Is there anyone on your radar?
Yeah, there's nobody like individual on my radar. And like you say, this Lawrence Okoli, I'll be definitely open to that.
Or European title, or
yeah, you know what I mean, or any of the other. But like the belt's vacant, the WBC, so it puts me in the mix.
Yeah.
So any fights that'll get me closer to a world title fight, you know, that's what I'm open to.
Maybe towards like the silver belt, and then you're kind of almost mandatory then.
So like fight for a silver. I think I forget the guy's name. Tony Bell, who knocked him out for the world title. I think he's the silver champion, African guy.
Carthy, is it?
Yeah, Mc Carthy.
Yeah.
So like someone like that, you know, they get a step closer to a world title. Like when I started boxing as a kid, it was always my goal to be a world champion as a professional. I never had any interest in the Olympics. I ended up getting caught up in that Olympic dream as an amateur, as we all do. But it was never a dream of mine. My dream was always to be world champion, and you know, last night I took a step closer to fulfilling that dream. So it's not too far away now that I have the ranking.
Yeah, I think because people were kind of saying after last night that maybe they could build him against Lawrence Cody, but I think since you vacated all the belts, it makes more sense for you to kind of pick them up, kind of go for down that line of one of the belts, and then why not unify down the line? Really,
I agree with you. You know, if the top lads can follow different routes and get a belt each, then it'll make for big unification fights. You know, like something like the way the World Super Series. You know what I mean? Everybody could get paid, and
that's kind of completely changed the cruiserweight division, really. The way people perceive it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it was kind of the forgotten division for so long, and now it's kind of everyone has their eyes on it now after that, don't they? Yeah,
and it's been great. It's great for cruiserweights who are coming up through the ranks, because if you notice, Usyk won the title of the heavyweight, Gassiev won it of the heavyweight, and that's always been the trend over the years for cruiserweights to win the title and then to go up to heavyweight. David Haye done it, Bailey done it, because heavyweight's where the money is.
Exactly.
So for cruiserweights like myself who are too small to be a heavyweight, to get the not the exposure, the attention on the division, and to be able to make money without putting yourself at a disadvantage, it's great.
Yeah. So obviously you've got your belt now. How long do you want to take off, and when do you want to be out again?
I'm going to take maybe 2 weeks off just to heal, because it was a grueling fight, and I want to be out as soon as possible. You know, realistically, the earliest will probably be February, and that would be great. I don't want to take too long off, because I want to keep this momentum going. I've had 6 fights in 12 months, and I've got better every fight. So I want to keep climbing that ladder and stay in the ring, stay active, because that's the reason why it took so long for me to get my first title, because inactivity. So I want to stay as active as possible.
Yeah, well, look, it's good now that you have this behind you now, and Mark Dunlop is a big believer in his fighter, so I know sky's the limit for you next year. So I really appreciate your time, Tommy, and well done. It's great for Irish boxing, alright?
Brilliant. And thanks for talking to me. Up the Irish.
Thanks very much, mate. Thank you.